Howdy, my little teacups. Would you like to join me on another Stanley adventure? Yes, let's go, shall we? The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. Oh, we all know I couldn't stay away from this man's sexy narrator's voice for too long, could I, audience? No. Although I will be if we're forever loading. Come on, there we go.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
A story that I am going to skip. Aha! There's nothing here. Righto.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought.
What?
How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
That's not the usual narration. Also, someone said I could climb on this whoa! Okay. I can. I climbed on this desk. Fair dues. What the? Can I get over here? Is that a thing that can happen? Yeah. Yeah. Come on. Come on. I'm going to do this. Yeah. Aha. Ha ha ha. I am sitting on his computer. I am one with the computer. Yes. I'm sorry, audience. I don't really know where that came from. So, what? There's a texture error. What? I can go through the window. I can go through the window. Ah ha ha! I've broken the map. Ha ha ha! Yes. Oh dear.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along.
Oh my god!
He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes.
Beautiful.
So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be?
Yes.
Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Hello. I'm sorry. Okay. I honestly had no idea that was happening. Okay. Are you sick of this gag? Yeah. No.
Then in that case, we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop?
No clue.
Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer?
Probably.
Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place.
Most likely.
Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option?
No.
Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one.
What?
So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option.
What?
Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky.
Oh.
Well now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Oh. Really? There's nowhere to leave? Let me out! I know I said I wasn't going to do it, audience, but I'm going to anyway. I regret nothing! Yes!
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want. Like right now. You could have done it just then.
No.
Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game.
No.
So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain.
Fine, we'll see who rusts first. What? What's going
There
on?
once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly.
Oh my god, what?
But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function.
Oi!
Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible.
Let me out!
And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable.
What?
You too will become quite unbearable.
Oh my god. The narrator just sang to me. Oh, that's just beautiful. I'm going to restart the game because I'm bored. I'm sorry. I love the narrator, and I love the fact that that whole section is there. That's fucking genius. But at the end of the day, we still have to continue onwards.
Gone.
What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Hold on.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Hold on, this isn't the same design. That corridor usually turns right. Why is it going left? What? Game, this is weirding me out. Stop that. What the? Why? Why is it doing that? No, I'm not going to shut myself in with you again. Something's different this time, and it's worrying
two
me.
open doors, he entered.
The
This
door
was
on
not
his
the
right.
direct way to the meeting room,
And Stanley knew it perfectly well. Yes.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I'll catch up with you when I'm at a decision point. New audience! Now, you may remember this here little elevator, and I might have just thrown myself from it to incur one of these charges. What happens if we actually ride it? Should we find out?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Oh, really? Because you're blowing me up in the first
I
episode.
realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
But I want to.
I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Narrator, you're really starting to creep me out now. How do you know I have a girlfriend?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
She is in my life. We live in the same room. Okay, you're just gonna kill me if I walk in there. That's just pure blackness. You think I'm stupid? I click the darkness. Nothing happens. The darkness. Very good game.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
What the hell is this room designed for other than this moment right here? That's going to be a death trap if I... Can I... This game lets you do anything. Can I unplug the phone?
As Stanley picked up the
my
phone,
God.
a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance,
Narrator.
but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
Yes!
No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible.
How was I supposed to choose incorrectly?
No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits.
That sounds terrible.
Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action.
Ah.
How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything.
But fuck you.
I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices?
Because I'm the over-Englishman.
Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it.
What, my
How
moustache?
have I not noticed it sooner?
My monocle?
You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
What?
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices.
Let me out,
and
let
to
me
think
out.
I've been letting you run around in this game for so long.
Oh God, he's going to kill me
If
again.
you made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely.
No!
It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making.
There's no
Or
switch
did
on
you
that
not
plug.
grasp the severity of the situation?
I'm sorry.
Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world.
I'm sorry.
Please observe this helpful instructional video.
What?
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
What, you actually want me to... Fine. My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack. I must go. Onwards! Also...
Excellent.
Okay, then.
Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process.
Okay.
Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant,
Aye.
and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
My life is a lie. What the hell?
Ah,
What the hell?
welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Dear audience, my mind has been completely blown. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. What? More charts. This is just a PowerPoint presentation, and there's forklifts and... What? Exit is bendy and danger everywhere. Also, I'd like to point out for a moment, apparently people who don't make sense are not real. I would like to assure you all that whilst I make absolutely no sense in anything I ever say, I am 101% real. And I'm not going away anytime soon. Except when I throw myself from the ledge of the... You put fences up, you bastard. You bastard! No, I will wiggle. I will squeeze. Squeeze! Come on! Hump the ground with all your might, Stanley. Yes, come on! No. Fine, I'll get on the lift. Bastard taking away all my fun.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying.
What?
Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
this place is not well equipped to deal with reality. Are you sure you're not projecting there, Mr. Narrator? It seems like you feel a little threatened by my fantastic narrating tones. Is it that you feel jealous? Do you feel I might take your job away? I actually thought this was a different room again for a second there. Am I just supposed to walk all the way
Almost
back?
there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Fine, I suppose. Okay.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would.
Right.
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
Never
I'm
put the
quite
story
sure you'll be
first.
up to
Understood.
the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All
Right.
right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
And I have to make sure to pick the right door this time.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
The game is literally breaking. I don't know what I'm doing. I didn't think anything could get quite as weird as the adventure line, but... Excuse me for a moment. Oh, back again. Right, left. Onwards to the ending. So I guess this way it just railroads you back onto the main path then, or...
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that you... My story! You destroyed my work! Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now.
Oh.
What am I supposed to do?
It's beautiful.
Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it?
You could
To
sell
know
it
that
as
my
modern
story
art.
is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely?
Go
to
everywhere.
willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I...
I'm sorry, Mr.
No, I have
Narrator.
to. I have to shut the game down. I have to.
No!
I have to.
No, 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 no! 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 I'll fight it! I'll outrun it! Bollocks. Well, there's an ending and a half, isn't it, audience? Oh, it's not. Oh, it's not over. Oh God, is this hell?
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground.
I'm sorry.
What, did you think that would be funny?
Yes.
You just had to see?
Yes.
Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it.
I'm sorry. I just knocked the
That
microphone in
thought
fear.
hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sir.
My story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard.
What? What happened?
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of
What the
2 open
fuck?
doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm gonna go right again. Still.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
What?
His behavior.
What? Game? Game, are you there?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
I can't see.
he entered the door on his left.
What is going on? Game? Hello? I'm clicking everything. Hello? Game? What? Well, I guess that's the end of the episode then, audience. I'm terribly sorry. I think I broke it. I honestly think I broke it. There doesn't seem to be any game left. Well, this is hella awkward. Thank you for watching, I suppose. Cue the end card. Go. Thank you for watching, my little teacups. I have been the Over-Englishman, and this has been the Stanley Parable. Let's break the game edition. Please never forget to like the video, to comment, to subscribe, to share this anywhere you feel like it, and check out some of these beautiful people listed here. Thank you very much for watching. Love you all, and farewell.